Shalom, I'm Rabbi Jason. So let me briefly explain what I mean when I say we are called to be eighth day people. So God created the world on the sixth day and he rested on the seventh day. When Yeshua comes, he dies on the cross. He dies on the tree on Friday, which on the biblical calendar is the sixth day of the week. Why that day? Because just like God finished the work of creation and rested, Yeshua finished the work of new creation and redemption and had to be in the grave on the sixth day before the seventh day, the Sabbath, the biblical Sabbath started. So Yeshua dies on the sixth day. He rests on the seventh day, on Saturday, like God rested, and he rose from the dead on Sunday. Okay, but think about it for a moment. Yes, it is the first, it could be considered the first day of the week, but chronologically, if Friday's the sixth day and Saturday, the Sabbath, is the seventh day, then in order, Sunday is the eighth day. Yeshua actually rose from the dead on the eighth day is one way to look at it. Now, why is that so important? Because listen, 7 is the number of the completion of the natural world. In biblical thought, in Jewish thought, 8 is the number that transcends the natural order. Even in music, an octave is taking one step up. It's going to the next level. So 8 is the number of the supernatural. Yeshua was a descendant of David. David was the 8th son of Jesse. So it's connected to David. It's connected to the resurrection. It's connected to the supernatural. In Jewish thought, it's connected to the life of the world to come and of the messianic age. When you turn 8 on its side, it's the number of infinity. It's the infinite breaking into the finite. So what does that mean? Yeshua rose from the dead. The same spirit that raised Yeshua from the dead lives in us. That means we're not called to be sixth-day people. We're not even fully called to be seventh-day people. There is something important about rest and Sabbath, but we're called to be eighth-day people. What does that mean? We're called to be those individuals that live in light of and from the place of Yeshua's resurrection, which means we can rise above. It means that just like Yeshua wasn't bound by the physical nature of death, he wasn't bound by the tomb, but the rock was rolled away and he appeared live. He transcended death and all the things that came against him to try and stop him from fulfilling his role as the Messiah. So in the same way as eighth day people, we are called to be people of hope that are not limited, but we are limitless. We're not weak, but we're powerful in the Lord because his resurrection spirit lives in us. And that means you are limitless. You are unstoppable in him. And we are called to be eighth day people. And that is a message of hope living in light of the resurrection of Yeshua. So I hope that's significant for you. And when you feel discouraged, when you feel beaten down, when you feel like, man, I just don't know if I'm going to see the breakthrough, understand this, right? These momentary light afflictions are nothing in comparison to the eternal weight of glory that's being produced in you. Your rejections, your pits, your prisons are all part of the process to bring you to the palace. And that is good news. What God did for Yeshua, he's ultimately going to do for you. So I hope that makes sense. I hope that is a blessing for you, right? I mean, we're called to rise above, and I just love being on this journey with you, and I hope you continue to want to learn and explore. Write in and let us know what your questions are. We want to hear from you, and we want to get to them all eventually. Shalom, shalom.